All right. Hello and welcome, everyone. My name is Dr. Meera Ragavan. I'm a medical thoracic oncologist at Kaiser Permanente San Francisco. And in this video, we'll be discussing nuts and bolts of what patients with cancer and their families need to know about clinical trials. We'll go through an overview of what clinical trials are, how to search for trial opportunities, what questions to ask your oncologist and your medical team, and also what to expect if you do decide to enroll on a trial. To help me talk about this topic, I've invited my colleague and friend, Dr. Ivy Riano. She's a hematology oncology fellow at Dartmouth Cancer Center, and she's soon to be faculty as a fellow thoracic oncologist at Dartmouth this upcoming summer. Thank you so much for being here. And we know each other well, so we'll be referring to each other by our first names. Thanks so much, Ivy.
Thank you very much for the introduction, Meera. I think our goal is to provide high-quality information on current cancer management options for all patients in order to empower them, patients, caregivers, and health professionals to become direct partners in cancer care.
Awesome. Thanks, Ivy. So during the first part of the video, we'll be discussing the basics of a clinical trial. What is a clinical trial? A clinical trial is a research study that tests the safety and effectiveness of a new drug, device, or way of delivering care. Clinical trials are typically sponsored by pharmaceutical companies. There's government-sponsored research through cooperative groups or groups of researchers and institutions, examples being Alliance, the SWOG Cooperative Group, and NRG. Clinical trials can also be sponsored by individual institutions or foundations. Here are some examples of clinical trials. One would be testing a new drug compared to a standard treatment to see if it improves survival in patients with lung cancer. Another might be testing the safety of a new surgical device to help treat prostate cancer. Another might be evaluating whether an exercise program compared to no exercise program improves quality of life for patients with early stage breast cancer. In general, most trials aim to test how effective a treatment is. Most of the time, a treatment is being compared to a standard existing treatment, although occasionally it may be compared to no treatment at all. Ivy, can you talk about why clinical trials are important in oncology?
Sure, thank you. So as you mentioned, clinical trials can tell doctors and researchers about many different things about certain cancer treatment. For example, is this treatment safe? Is the treatment effective? Does the treatment work better than an existing treatment? Does the treatment work for everyone with a specific illness, or does it only work for some people? What dose of the treatment works best? What side effects do the treatment cause, and how frequent or severe are they? So clinical trials are a way to make sure the treatments we use to treat cancer are safe and effective, and to ensure patients who are trying new or experimental treatments are monitored very closely under supervision of the medical treatment to minimize any potential harm. In the United States, the Food and Drug Administration, also known as FDA, is the agency that approves medication to be used in standard practice only after they have been rigorously tested in a clinical trial. So every drug and treatment must go through several phases before it can be approved.